Bluetooth connected.
Here comes the sun. It's alright. Darling, little darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Little darling, little darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 Darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Ooh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Woo! Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna. Wait for it. Oh, yeah, Krishna. Woo! Hare. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Trampoline, trampoline, trampoline. Get on that trampoline. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay. It's getting a little meddled in there, man. Too much metal. All right. So,
Haribol.
put your thing on. Yeah, this is great, man. I just love bringing the modern day tunes to the Lord.
Yeah.
The 80s.
We should make a rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. It's so nice.
Yeah. It's fun, too. I love it, man. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Nice to see Shamaguri rocking out, man. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Let's chant some japa together here. Thank you.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, turn your microphones on.
Hare Krishna. No,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare.
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Thou shalt
Rama,
not
Hare
perform your
Hare.
acts of righteousness.
Hare Krishna,
Otherwise, your reward in heaven will be withheld. Good. I don't want to go to heaven. I'm not looking for that
we got
reward.
it.
I get my reward immediately. I just want to be here with my friends like Shamaguri and Mary Sachi, and Lalita Ganga, Andromeda. Yeah, heaven. Who cares about that, man? I want to be in paradise here. This is paradise. This is Vrindavan. Yeah.
That's what they show heaven to be. They give these out.
That's
Bunch
my
of
reward.
buildings.
I get it immediate. Hare Krishna. There we go. We got that.
That's heaven,
Krishna.
I guess. That's what they say.
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Oh, Lord.
Hare Rama.
You're too good.
Hare Rama, Hare
But I'm
Rama.
gonna complain. Krishna, Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare.
I'm not going to ask too many questions. Just be too good.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Can't hear you, Gorhari.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Can't hear you because Shamaguri's over. She's over you.
Look at the faces of ecstatic.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It's hard to know how loud we come across, but Shamaguri's louder than you are, Gorhari.
Always, always.
So
Maybe sit back. Maybe sit
I
back.
don't know. It's far away from me, the phone.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
don't
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell on the other side, on yours where you are. So we're letting you know.
I turned down.
Did you want to say something there?
Well, you were saying something. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Is it better now? I turned my volume down.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Maybe he needs to turn his volume up.
Yes, I recognize that in the last days that you were very low with your voice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah.
a little bit more,
Music
please.
is too high. Yeah.
A little more, please.
Okay. Oh, actually, okay. I have to do it. See, I got all these gizmos here. I gotta work out. It's amazing. You can be ecstatic in the midst of these gizmos. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Jaya
Krishna
Jaya Shri
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare
Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri
Jaya Jaya
Chaitanya,
Sri
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Nityananda,
Jaya Nityananda,
Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Sri Advaita
Chaitanya,
Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Yeah, it's getting pretty exciting lately here. I like this preaching thing we're doing. Yeah, the devotees. Now there you can see there's life. There's energy coming now from this preaching, and it's like everything. You could see the transition between what was being preached and shared with the world and what is now. It's always like that. When Jesus was here, all this preaching, you could see a transitional period. Like Jesus said, don't think I came here to promote peace. I came here with a sword to put, brother against brothers and sister against sister and, on and on. And it's like that. Everything is becoming more distinguished to understand what is life, what is real in this world, what is eternal. Otherwise, people, they in ignorance, even in religion, that's why religion's not strong enough. Even in Vaidhi religion, ceremonies and that kind of worship, it's still not quite real yet. Like this, they quote the verses, which are great. You can quote and I'll quote back. It's good. I like this. You quote that my reward in heaven will be withheld. And I'll quote back is, I'm not wanting to go to heaven, man. Jesus Christ even said, heaven and hell will pass away. Why do I want to go to a place that's going to pass away? See, people don't know the preaching according to time, place, and circumstance, the difference between Vaidhi Bhakti preaching or Moses preaching and Jesus preaching. See, or the preaching of the Vedas and Vedic ceremonies and rituals and rules and regulations, sadhana bhakti on that level, and raganuga and spontaneous devotion and devotees. So there are different levels. See, and we're in a transitional period starting with the Vaishnavas, just like Jesus started with the Moses people and Lord Caitanya started with the Jagannath worshippers. It's always the same thing. And there's trouble at first, always trouble. Got to be troubles because it shakes up. People think, hey, man, why are you creating a commotion? Why are you doing a disturbance to society? Hey, don't you know Bhaktisiddhanta said that this is a disturbance to society to have ecstatic preaching? Yeah, Jesus, you disturb society. Thank God you did. Oh, thank God, Lord Caitanya and Nityananda, you disturbed society because you moved us to another level. Now it's fallen back again, and you're going to be thanking us for moving everything to another level, even though you don't understand it. Don't tell me. Yeah, you're right. This is a disturbance to society. We're here to shake their clinging from their ground. You know, if love finds you worthy, and we're making the unworthy worthy because we got the potency of Lord Caitanya. It's for the unworthy. You know, we're not just looking for the worthy. We'll be looking a long time for the worthy. I can't even find any of these gurus worthy. Even that guy, the guy's promoting, he thinks he's worthy. He ain't worthy. That guy, what's his worthiness? That you can be guru if you haven't drank any wine or coffee your whole friggin' life? What kind of standard is that? That ain't Lord Caitanya. It's like he doesn't even know Lord Caitanya. And he's a nice devotee, he's sincere and everything. I'm sure because he never drank wine. He never had a cup of coffee. And they get proud of that. And therefore they're blinded to the real religion that Lord Caitanya brought. You're welcome to go follow that guru if you want. You know, go ahead. Yeah. Then I'll lose some friends. But that will be sad. But, you know, you won't have to worry about name and fame, because I bet a lot of you have done what you can't do to become a teacher or a spiritual master. You know, forget it. Maybe Lalita fits in the category. I don't know. She had coffee. Forget it. She's disqualified.
No, it's made from grains what I'm drinking.
Oh, that's another thing, man.
Because otherwise I don't sleep.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. If you had a cup of coffee any time in your life, you can't be guru. That's the standard. See, yeah. Yeah, I remember that guru. I remember his I thought, wow, this is an odd one, you know. But you know, they're sincere. You know, he's like a lot of these old men, you know, in Vaishnavism, and they took initiation in the Sampradayas, but they don't. There's no rasikness yet. He would have to come here to get it, because he ain't got it. He can quote the verses. See, this is what people are impressed. You can quote the verses, and you can say the right words, sort of, you know, but there's no preaching of ecstatic ras. You can look at all the things, not just all about rules, regulations, even the bathing ceremony. You know how I explain what the bathing is and how to bathe the deity on the esoteric, transcendental level? There's none of that in his preaching or anybody's preaching. They're all just, let's bathe the deity, man. Get that stone deity over here. Let's put some water over him. No, your eyes are meant to be the water that the Lord wants, and the eye sockets, none of that. They don't have that revelation and realization. Therefore, whatever that guy's name is, I forgot his name, you should tell your guru to come here and get the grace of God. If not, he can just stay with that level. What are you going to do? I'm not interested. I mean, just, you know, he's guru.
He's coming to your class, you know, that devotee comes to your class.
Oh, he
the
does.
one who wrote about heaven, not those two others, but the one who wrote about heaven is coming to your class.
Oh, yeah. I like him. It's good. He's he's the one who had a change of heart, change of mind. Yeah. See, so I'm here to teach this level here, you know, and the Lord usually chooses a carpenter type, you know, the Sudra type. Carpenters are Sudras. He taught Jesus. He chose Jesus Christ, who is a teacher of all scholars, even though they chopped up his book and everything. But just because he's Jesus Christ and a real devotee of the Lord, you know, there's potency there. I mean, it would be a little helpful. It's like they're chopping up Prabhupada's books and, you know, and everything, and changing Bhaktisiddhanta's books, I heard too, you know. But still, because he's Bhaktisiddhanta and Prabhupada, there's potency there. And when you have a living devotee part of the real family, they have the power, they're empowered to make adjustments. But they're not speculations. They're things that lift people to the spiritual platform, which we prove. If I was speculating on the adjustments I make, there would be no way you would have this kind of ecstasy. You would not taste this ras. Krishna would be completely displeased. Okay? Like he is with that tilak guy like that. They have no, not this kind of ras. No way. All they have is, you know, speculations, you know, and walking around, they talk about ego. The same thing, Mayavadi. You can't have ego. See, they don't talk about false ego and the real. They can't make that discrimination because it's all one, right? All in the name of Vaishnavism. It's all one. There are people that are claimed to be Vaishnavas. They take the names, Yamuna Devi Dasis and all that. If they want to perfect with their spiritual life, they would have to come to real Vaishnavas who make you a real Yamuna Devi Dasi. Otherwise, you're not a real Yamuna Devi Dasi. You don't know River Yamuna. You don't know that river. You have to be as ecstatic as River Yamuna Devi Dasi, and you have to get that mercy from a real devotee. I'm sorry if you can't take that truth. Well, just stay with that guru or all these gurus. Man, I can't help it, man. The Lord has made me see too much. I can't tolerate any of this illusions. I can't tolerate Mayavadi. I can't tolerate, that's how it is, when the Lord shows you, the whole ball of wax. I can't tolerate even Vaidhi Bhaktas, trying to preach that's the real path. It ain't the real path. It's a beginner's guide, very beginners. It's like Jesus saying, well, let's give up this Holy Spirit and go back and preach Moses. You don't go backwards, man. I ain't going backwards. And everybody, they want to be, hold everything back, hold the chariot, hold your horses, man. Oh, no. And the horses, we're here where, we got horsepower here, man. You think we just have horses here? We have we have high tech here. We have motor cars here, with big engines. Lord Caitanya has a big engine, man, powerful. There's no horse and buggy here you can hold back here, man. Freddie says, Prabhupada also made changes in the Vaidhi path in the number of chanting. Yeah, of course. Yeah, any real acharya to get, that's why I don't, because Prabhupada taught Vaidhi, I reject him. No, I know, of course he had to teach Vaidhi. You can all see, just my preaching alone proves why Prabhupada preached Vaidhi, because they're still at that stage, millions of them, resistant to ecstatic devotion. Hey, Prabhupada in his room did exactly what you all see publicly here. This big disturbance I do upon the world, and you're doing that. Even I got you guys doing it. Yeah, Lalita out there disturbing everybody's bhajan. Disturbing everybody's bhajan. Hey,
One of them
like
became.
you.
speak English or hey, hold on. Oh, this is TikTok here. Just 1 second. So, yeah, you speak English? Oh, I don't hear.
How are you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing very good. Nice to see you. Yeah, thank you for coming. It's good. Yeah, good. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah. Okay, so now I got to go back to preaching here. And I'm talking to my friends over here. See, look, check this out here. See, I'm on the computer there. Yeah. So anyway, this is a necessary disturbance. Otherwise, people will not move to this platform. It's just, it's like a person asleep, or partially asleep. And you go and say, hey, time to wake up, time to wake up. What are you talking about? No. But after a while, they go, oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's like even like when we're asleep, right? Nobody wants to get up, right? But once you're up, it's, oh, I'm up. Oh, okay. Now we can move. It's like that. The Lord knows. That's why this has been authorized. Prabhupada knew. That's why he said, go hard. This has my approval, full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of that. Go ahead, man. Here's a credit card with a high limit, unlimited limit, Yeah. Hey. See, the more I spend, the guy says, we're supposed to withhold your righteousness, keep it inside, so you get rewards. I got this rewards card. You ever see those rewards credit cards? Got a high limit, and the more you spend, the more rewards you get. That's what it is. I just spend this bhakti, man. Just spend it, publicly. Just right before the public. And the more I spend, the more rewards I get. And it's not this heaven thing. I don't want that, heaven or hell. I don't even care. Just put me in heaven, put me in hell, and I'll do the same thing. I'll chant in ecstasy there or in hell, or whatever, man. Or on earth. Well, here on earth and hell, I don't even have to go to hell. Krishna's made it so friggin' easy for me and you all. We don't have to go to even hell to preach. Like Jesus had to descend to hell to preach, right? Hell's coming up to us. Man, they made the portals and the demons are coming through there. I think they're coming to get this mercy, to be honest with you. It's so powerful, man. It really is. Yeah, go ahead there.
Gurudev, wherever you go, I will go with you.
You'll go with me? Really?
Sure. Heaven, hell, doesn't matter. I don't care. No.
We'll go to hell together and have a great time, man. It'll be cool.
Make a big hurry now.
That umbrella that Vamana Dev had, you think it was for him? No, it was for Bali Maharaj. It kept him cool. He was down there with the umbrella, held it over Bali Maharaj. Just like, just thinking about these devotees. Raghunath Das, he was doing bhajan and he's just, oh, Vrindavan Ashwari, Radhe, 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 Radhe. Just, calling out, oh, where are you, Radhe, like this. And he's this hot sun. The summer suns in Vrindavan. He's really hot, man. He has nothing there. He's not feeling it. Why? Because Radharani is right there with her sari, keeping the sun off him. They like the umbrella over. And that's what we have, like this. And even Sanatan Goswami says, what is this? You're taking service from Radharani. What do you... This is a kind of even a Vaidhi thing. What do you think taking service from that? She loves doing that. Krishna loves serving his devotee. He's looking, oh, wow, I got another devotee, a surrendered devotee I can serve. They love doing this, just like we love serving Krishna, right? Why wouldn't it? What, you don't think what are we supposed to be better than the Lord? He loves serving his devotees. We love serving the Lord. We love serving the Lord's devotees. I even love serving these Vaidhi. I just love it when they comment and say all these funny things. They're funny. Now they get more and more funny. And they respond, and they get all, this way. And to me, it's service. It's all about service.
I want to tell you
Yeah.
a story from yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
May I?
Yes. Oh,
May I tell you?
Yes.
Yesterday, I was writing with an old friend of mine. I know her from many, many, many years ago. We both were in ISKCON, had the same guru at that time. Yeah. Yeah. And recently, it's not so long ago, I met her here on Facebook again. So we had lost the connection, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And then we were writing and calling on the phone, and so happily, after so many years, having contact again.
Oh.
And yesterday, I had a discussion with her. Yeah, I wrote to her, I will go on live reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Maybe you want to join. And then she said, no. I was wondering. You know, after this guru from that time had gone away,
Uh-huh.
her and her husband took shelter at Narayan Maharaj.
Oh.
Hmm. Yeah.
So why
And
did you say no? You know, what yeah. Okay, continue with the story. Let's hear it.
yeah, yeah, they were living in, or they are still are living in Berlin. And her husband, they were like temple president of the Berliner temple
Mhm.
under ISKCON.
Uh-huh.
And they couldn't take it no more. Hard struggle being a temple president. And they left, yeah. And then they took shelter at Narayan Maharaj.
Right.
Yeah. But now Narayan Maharaj passed away,
Yeah.
and now they are both, or more she, into Prem Prayojana.
Who?
Prem
Prem
Prayojana.
Yeah.
Prem Prayojana.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Oh, you should listen to him. Oh, he reads from so many different books, and and this and that. And when he reads one verse, he keeps it in his head immediately."
Yeah.
And
He's
then I was,
a special devotee. He's a very
he is
he's
really,
like,
yeah, I don't know him personally.
yeah.
And then I was, humbly asking her, because she listens to classes, does he show the ecstatic symptoms when he reads? Yeah, he does. And I told her, it's written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these symptoms of ecstatic devotees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, she became kind of angry at me, a little aggressive.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because I don't know.
No, because why?
I could not understand, since we have been friends
Yeah.
way back there, that she does not even want to listen when I read from Chaitanya Bhagavat. I couldn't understand this.
Oh,
And she
okay.
said, "No, that's not mine." And she became weird. Yeah.
So let me understand. So she didn't want to hear the reading. Why particularly? What's the reason she didn't want to hear? What's the reason? Is it, yeah.
No,
You don't know. You don't know why.
no, she said, "This is not mine. No,
This is
I
not
don't like. This is not mine."
mine. Not mine. What?
The way she I cannot explain this. You cannot explain.
Say it in the language that these people know here. Okay. Is there? Okay.
I can
All
only
right,
speak
We
German,
don't
and
speak
nobody
German.
understands German.
Yeah.
We don't speak
Nobody.
German.
You don't speak German. Okay. So
But that's okay. That's okay. And
yeah,
now
so-
I tell you the truth. Since she said that, she became really wow. No more. I don't want no more contact. Shoes. I mean,
yeah. Well, what it is because you're part of this energy is so purifying that it brings up, because even
yes,
though
I know.
Prem Barojan is a good devotee. I mean, as far as a certain level, it's like, but it's like everybody. If you want to, you cannot perfect your bhakti in that Narayan Maharaj group. That's what I noticed. I couldn't do it. See, I had to get at a more of a distance. It was actually contaminating on this level. See, so how can he perfect it? And he said, my Guru Dev is Bhaktivedanta Narayan Raj and all that. And so, but how can you perfect if you believe in that energy? See that potency still. There's something, it's so anyway, that's the problem there. Even though he knows the verses, and like he's might be like a Shuddhidara, he can memorize everything. I met one of the disciples of this lady who was disciple of Narayan Raj, also one of his high ones. She became like a guru also. And she had a disciple who memorized all kinds of verses in the Bhagavatam and had dreams of Bhagavatam verses and everything. But even that is, there was not this kind of ecstasy there. Very little of anything. It was very vitey. It shows you people, even though they're intelligent and they understand things, this what Lord Caitanya brought is so rare and it's so difficult to distinguish.
Yeah.
It's possible Prem Parojana, if he's made more contact here, because he has some symptoms, but still because of his faith. See, it's all what you have faith in. Yeah,
yes, she said to me I should listen to him on YouTube. He's on YouTube.
Yeah, well, what you'll get is also long classes, and he's like he memorized all the verses and everything, and you'll see this, because Narayan Raj did that, and they kind of unless he's changed, I don't know. But I try to listen to everybody to check him out, and I still feel not clear in my heart with it. Because of this energy, he carries it. He has faith in it. I don't. I have always felt so in my heart perfect with Prabhupada. Perfectly happy with our line like this. And with Narayan Raj there, I always saw there was a kind of a competition in there, even though he says so many things, I'm not, and all that, but there's an energy there. And to me, I had to get away from it. And proof is now I'm away from it. The others, they can't come here. The best I've seen is they say, oh yeah, I understand. Yeah. We're like that too, where it's like a competitive thing. See, then that's what I noticed. There's pride there, competition, and preaching like that, preaching the etiquettes, and you're initiated by Prabhupada. Therefore, that you're more advanced than the others, the grand disciples. Not looking from the spiritual perspective, which is, I'm not here I just hear spiritual perspective. That's what people need to know. The world is, and Lord Caitanya he knew the spiritual perspective was most important to be preached, not this etiquette thing, because then you'll end up accepting those who are not really advanced and they become gurus, and you'll put on a show. Oh, you're so great, and they're not great, and people think, let's worship these neophyte gurus. And if you're interested in being delivered, you can't do that. You have to find the empowered devotee has pure devotion, pure bhakti, and they're empowered by Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya and the line. Now you'll be delivered. Otherwise, you won't perfect your bhakti. That's what I learned all these years going through all that stuff. And now preaching emphatically like this. Don't like it? Well, too bad. Then stay wherever you are, I'm still gonna, this works, man, like a charm. Look at your friend. She listens to Prem Parojana and she reacts like, that means you're purifying her. I mean, actually, you'll see somehow she doesn't even know it, but that's the way it comes out when there's contaminations. There's like that. It just comes out like, weird. Kind of weird, like you're like surprised, like, why is she reacting like this? Right? Weren't you surprised? Not even wanting to hear a reading in Chaitanya Bhagavat?
I was.
Yeah. Especially Chaitanya Bhagavat is such a wonderful.
I love it so much, Gurudev.
See,
I'm so happy with this book.
Yeah. See, that's by the mercy of Krishna, you get Guru, and by the mercy of Guru, you get this attachment to Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna. That's the way it works. See, the book teaches that, and I teach that too. And we do that. See, it's not like it's a bunch of words, and like this Guru, you can get, maybe nice preaching with the words and quoting the verses and everything, but you don't get the attachment because he doesn't appear to have the attachment. And then there's all these subtle offenses of not being clear on what this bhakti is and how powerful it is. And then you can still make offense. Like he would probably make offenses here. I mean, I wouldn't take offense, but he would probably come here and say, Gohari, what are you doing? You're a guru. You have coffee every day. You can't be guru. And you had a beer like 6 months ago or 3 months ago, and therefore you definitely are not Guru Dev. You see, is that right? Is it? No, it's not a deep revelation, and that's what this devotee wants to. He said he didn't acknowledge Guru Haridas. Of course he wouldn't. He's got a different mentality. So you need to just ask, you got to be intelligent. Okay, whose mentality is being preached that's correct? Is it his idea that you can't be a guru and you can't be self-realized unless you've never did any sin at all in your whole life? I mean, that's basically what he's preaching. That's pretty, did Jesus preach that? Did Krishna really preach that? Did Lord Caitanya preach that? No, it's amazing that these things fly. Shows you how little people know. Yeah, it's just.
Well, I know, Gohari, I know that when you experienced Narayan Maharaj, and I had a smaller experience, not as much time around, he didn't talk about Lord Caitanya very much. So I don't really know. If people are listening to him, they're not going to be into Lord Caitanya probably.
Yeah, exactly. See, whatever a person does, whether they're great or not, if you accept them as great, you follow them. They're your God. Their word is your God. And it's a lot of radi mostly in that group. To me, that's jumping over. I mean, by the mercy of Lord Caitanya, I can chant Hare Krishna like this. I mean, I'm a man, Lalita too, by the mercy of Gauranga, which we pass in this. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. It's just, I just love preaching the real book. It's so refreshing. Preaching, you hear, you could check everything I say, but you can check everything they say. It doesn't agree, usually at all, with the preaching of Lord Caitanya. It shows you it's so neophyte. They misunderstand things. So the real preaching in that is that Brahmin that Lord Caitanya met in South India. He was chanting Ram, 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 and experiencing happiness, chanting. He would chant 24 hours a day. Well, not really, but he would chant. He just got happy. If you get happiness from something, you're going to do it a lot, right? It's your life, So he's doing that. And he studied the scriptures, and the scripture also said, Krishna's names is 100 times or 1,000 times more powerful than Ram. But he couldn't chant it. He couldn't taste the ecstasy. He can only taste the ecstasy in Ram, Ram, Ram. See? Then Lord Caitanya comes to his door. See, Lord Caitanya comes to his door. And he cooks him lunch, does some service. And he's seeing Lord Caitanya chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna in ecstasy. And all of a sudden he's affected. His heart got purified to another stage. And all of a sudden he's starting to chant spontaneously, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Okay? And getting taste and happiness and ecstasy. And the Lord leaves and he comes back and he sees him chanting, instead of Ram, Ram, Ram all the time, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. He asks him, why are you doing that? Why did you change? You were chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. Now why are you chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? He said, due to your influence, sir. When you came into my life, the holy name of Lord Ram went far, far away. And now I'm chanting Krishna, Krishna. And then he went through the scriptures and said, yeah, the holy name, I'm starting to see. And so I'm teaching the same thing. By the mercy of Lord Caitanya and the line, I mean, this is the Gaudiya. See, Gaudiya, Gora, Gaudiya, Gora, Vaishnava, Gaudiya, Vaishnava line. And by the mercy of Lord Caitanya, and that mercy is powerful. I can't even believe how powerfully it is here, but it is. You can chant Krishna more easily, very easily. Maybe not everybody, because a lot of people have these deep things, but still you get something, and it's something to keep you going, keep you on the path. But a lot of people that come already, they just go right into Krishna. I'm telling you how much power there is and how much authority there is here. I was in Mayapur many times, and I met these people, that actually, my ex-wife, whatever her name is nowadays, Manorama or something. She used to praise these guys. And she said, well, they never chant Hare Krishna because in the line they're so high, the Hare Krishna, and it is. And they're still working to get the mercy of Lord Gaur, obviously, because they never think about a lot of them. They do not speak the name Krishna or Radha or anything. It's just Gaur, because they are Radha and Krishna. They're still working on it. See, they're still trying to attain. Even that guru, the guy says, "Oh, Gaur, he didn't mention you." Yeah, of course he wouldn't mention me. They're still trying to attain the mercy that we have so much of. We get our rewards. And we got this rewards card, See, and we just give those rewards out. Isn't it nice? I got so many rewards on my card. I just give them out, man. I can't use them all. Too many rewards. Yeah, so that's the power. I mean, they're still working to attain Gaur's mercy. But what is Gaur's mercy to do? So that you can worship Radha and Krishna, man, because that's what he was doing. And also, yeah, I mean, it's like double our pleasure, man. It's like we have double mint, double Wrigley's, double mint. You got peppermint and another kind of mint together. That's Radha and Krishna and Lord Gaur worship. I love it, man. I tell you, I am so wealthy, man, and my wealth are my friends too. I was walking around today counting my friends like Krishna counts his cows. That's his friends. I said, my God, Krishna, you're showing me what you like to do. And here I can count all my friends. Just think about them, man, and great ecstasy. Where are you going to get a path like that? Where are you going to get mercy like that? Show me one place. You can quote all the verses like the wind, but man, this is what I like. I like the juice behind it, man. Better to have a Sudra guru than a Brahmin who doesn't taste this nectar. Like this person, those gurus, I'm telling you, he would have to come here, but I don't know if that would be a stretch, man. That would be special. Krishna would have to give him special mercy for him to come here. Because could you imagine the mountain of pride you would have to have being a Brahmin and never drinking wine or having even a cup of coffee or tea your whole life, and now you're a guru with disciples, and then you see a guy like Gaur Haridas without even a dhoti on, and no visible things, and doing this guru trip. Boy, that would definitely have the mercy of the Lord upon him if he came here. Yeah, I just love, this is so real, man. People they're all into the fluff, and misconceptions and all of that stuff. They don't know the verses, man, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita about in the Bhagavatam too. Even a Sudra, a low-class, fourth-class person who has the mercy of Lord Caitanya, can be a bona fide spiritual master. You have the mercy. The question is, is the mercy of Lord Caitanya here upon this Gaur Haridas? What is that mercy? Well, obviously, it's all in the book there. It's this ecstatic devotion. Is he conclusive? Do I, here, this is why, not to criticize, but just to point out for this sake of everybody, just to be conclusive. Like, is it more important to quote the verses like that guru, the guy pointed out? He'll quote so many and memorized everything, but yet not give you the actual conclusion of the true nature of bhakti? Or would you rather have the true nature of bhakti without the fluff, and all the, quoting memorized and all that stuff, which I never was interested in, actually. I don't want to me, I'd be wasting time to sit there and memorize all these things. That could take, it's like learning Spanish. People say, why don't you learn Spanish? I don't know, man. You just got to take all that time to learn this. I get by here, They understand me. I'm here for over a year and I get by, And it's better to me. I don't have to talk with these people. I just say, oh, no comprende. Oh, good. I don't have to speak about mundane things. To me, it's a boon. No comprende. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Go ahead, Lalita. What?
Krishna wants his soul back. So he's inviting us and he's giving us that love of God so that we can come back. Why do we all have to become students first? That's not logic at all. He wants all of us. That's the mercy. It's all about that prem. It's all about that spiritual feelings that we can gain to go back to Godhead. It's all about that. I mean, he makes it easy by showing it. And you are making it easy by showing what he showed. So that's the most important thing.
Most important, yeah. This is, yeah. We had to learn English.
Yeah, we had to learn English, but that was for another reason.
For another reason, yeah. For them, they can't. I mean, if they knew all the esoteric truths and everything, I might learn Spanish so I can understand these things. But they don't. All they can teach me is how to drink Coke, and I don't want to learn how to drink Cokes. Have big families. These Mexicans, they have big families, Then they got to work all day to take care of them. And on this grunt work, they're working on all day long, working, where they go home, have their cerveza, and have drink big Cokes and God knows, poor people. But they still have smiles on their face. That's why Krishna comes to the poor people. He gives them mercy. So let me get a verse out. Oh yeah, let me get the book out. Here we go. Got the book. So you're very fortunate, Shamaguri, and everybody else who loves Chaitanya Bhagavan. That's what it's all about, is relation, man. If you love this book, if you like this book, that the Lord is saving you, man. So page, wherever you were there, read on there, Lalita.
Yeah, 495 was it?
We'll be on this page for a month or two.
Which book is it?
Yeah.
Which book?
Your favorite book.
495.
Hey, Amy, where are you today? Are you available? I want darshan. I want darshan of Amy Rose. You want darshan of Amy Rose, Lalita?
Yeah.
Amy Rose, we want darshan. Now, how can I, you got me spoiled now.
Amy Rose.
Yeah. Yeah. Shamaguri and Mary Sachi, we want your darshan. We want to see. Okay, go ahead there. Read on wherever you were, wherever that was.
One may chant the Lord's name and perform austerities. I read it already. But if such activities lack devotion, they are useless.
Yeah, well, see, that's the example. See, people don't know that. That devotee praising that guru, right? He's saying, whoa, you see, look at him. He's puts on a nice, he's got a big beard now. He looks like a renunciate. And over in Haridwar, they appoint him as a high guru and everything. But where is the devotion? I mean, I would listen to a couple of his lectures and before also, I've never seen any sign. They don't know about this devotion. To them, the devotion is to give a good class and to understand the concepts to a degree and to speak about them, but not to taste the nectar in the verses and the name. And, with the automatic result, when you have the devotional potency, the crying and laughing and choking up, they don't see that. They don't even know that's important now. It's been so forgotten. They think it's something else. It's just to give a good class and memorize verses, speak like the wind, and know the basic concepts, but it's so basic that it doesn't reveal the inner esoteric truths about the verses. And that only comes by going inside. When the Lord is inside you, his bhakti, Radha's devotion, bhakti. See? Otherwise, this is what this verse is talking about. He's talking about these gurus and their followers, actually. But they can't see it because they think it's putting on the show, showing, I memorize all these verses and I can speak like the wind and all that stuff. Okay. No, but see, it's the other thing, the devotion. And when you have the devotion, then you break open the real conceptions of bhakti. See, you go really deep. And then I can preach. I could say, I don't care what you drank or what you ate or what you did. You can be guru because if the Lord chooses you and gives himself to you and he's inside you and manifesting the symptoms that he's inside you, and you have faith in real devotees who have real devotion, then I could see you can definitely be guru. And matter of fact, you're a real disciple, you're a real sadhu. But if you're preaching all the correct preachings and all that, but you don't act like that, and you see somebody or devotees who have that ecstatic devotion manifesting from inside, outside even, and you go against it, that's hypocrisy still. You're not through Putana. Putana is still blocking your way. See, what did Prabhupada say? A real spiritual master is a resident of Vrindavan. Do you think Putana blocks the devotees of Vrindavan's way? Okay? No. Not a mature devotee. If you're a baby, budding devotion, like if you just come here, you get a little awakened, Putana still can have claim over you if she tricks you, poisons you, and you go away, like some have, they went away. They're tricked by Putana.
I block Putana. Huh? I block Putana.
Yeah, you can be, see, Putana is also in Vaidhi Bhakti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putana, you could, and Putana is it's like Vaidhi Bhakti you could see with the Pharisees. They're practicing fasting rules and regulations. It's kind of a Vaidhi thing. Okay? So Judas went against the instructions of Jesus not to associate intimately with the Pharisees. He did that. He got contaminated with envy, jealousy, and false prestige. And then went against Jesus hypocritically, he gave him a kiss and everything and brought the guards to take him over, Yeah. So you betray the spiritual potency. Yeah. So anyway, these are the different levels. And so whoever's ready, when the Lord sees somebody's ready and they're calling out, he'll give you faith in the real deal here, like here. And then you can relish these truths and this deep, true philosophy of Lord Caitanya. And, otherwise you're on the outside, you're an outsider. These gurus, they're outsiders proven by their deeds. Kind of, Valabhabhata, he would quote the verses like this guru, quote the verses, and also not always right, because they start to get purport on the verses, and that's when their problem is. They don't understand them. They're like parrots still. See? And he thought he was smarter than the real devotees. Just like, that's why I say, this guy would never acknowledge what I'm doing. This is completely opposite of what he believes in. See? But what I believe in is true, and I prove it. What he believes in is not true, and he can't prove it. Okay? That's the problem. See, this is why this path is stronger. The truth will set you free. But, there's this cognizant dissidence thing in spiritual life, in religion. Even though you tell people the truth, they won't accept it.
No.
Even though it's in the book, they won't accept it. It's like in the world now. Even though you tell them the truth about the shot and everything, even here, you tell them everything, they won't accept it. No, it's not like that. But look, all they did. No.
Not want to leave their opinion. Eh?
Yeah.
Stuck in their opinion.
Yeah. So it's just how it is. So we're here to, hey man, if you come here, you go inside, because that's all this is an inside job, man. We're cleansed from inside, not from outside. I'm not going to sit here, I think I'll take a bath today, man, so I'm ready for class. I'm ready to worship the deity. I'll have to take a bath first. Come on, man, take a bath or not take a bath. I'm going to give class. And what? Worship the deity, and the worship. This is worship. The Lord's looking for this worship. Hey, man, somebody just represent me as I really am. He's thinking, man, this is worship better than worshiping a million deities superficially and pouring water on their heads every day only. And here you pour water on the Lord's true, conclusive truth in his name in ecstasy. Lord, oh man, I love this more than anything. Whoever preaches like that. They're all preaching, pour the water on the deity's head and go to the temple every day and build temples. And that's really neophyte. And they preach that as the highest truth. Come on. See? It's all about worshiping Krishna with deep ecstatic love, like Radharani and her girlfriends. They are the real Sampradaya-charyas. They give you the inner truth that pleases Krishna so much that tears begin to pour out of your eyes and you start laughing like a mad person and you become drunk in ecstasy. Madness, pure madness.
Full of knowledge. Madness full of knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie.
What did Freddie say? What is that guy, that joker saying?
You know what he says?
What did he
I
say?
always fart before class to release gas.
What was that?
I always fart before class to release gas. Speaking about the spontaneous devotee.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for it? Here we go. I love the rainbow shirt there. Oh, that's great. Is the class any good today there, Amy?
Oh, the class is always great. it's always excellent. I'm always really excited to be watching it.
Yeah.
Every day gets better too. Never a dull moment. Always fresh, always exciting.
Yeah. Get closer to the microphone a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And then leave me your address on the chat later on the regular chat, because I'm going to send you a microphone. I want to send you the one you can receive mail, like an Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get you a microphone.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so give us, what's the news today, Amy? What is the Lord showing you?
Oh, I'm not sure what to say exactly. I mean, I'm always experiencing so much. And yeah, I had some like of my own kind of personal like experiences that, yeah, I was feeling a lot of connection and a lot of stuff. But I was gonna say that it was funny how you said oh, another verse, even though we'll probably to on this one page or something like that. And that's so hysterical because even if we spend like, weeks on one verse, there's so much in there and you'll always be coming out with more stuff and diving into like a rabbit hole so deep. It's just crazy that there's just so much to pull out of just, one verse. That's why it's always so exciting and fresh because there's never, you could even go back again, a whole nother month worth of jewels come out of it.
It's funny like that, huh?
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
Because some people might say, oh, he's only reading the one verse, that's boring, or how could that be fresh and exciting? Well, just come on down and watch and see how much can come out of one verse, one word.
Yeah. Do you like this preaching now that you're going out and you write to people? You like sharing now like you do?
Oh yeah, I feel like I have like so much that I can say. I mean, so I'll read something somebody will write every time. I don't always say something. I don't always comment. But in my head, I always like know what to say and I feel like I could back it up, and it's only because I can hear everything that you say in my head, like everything that you say like over and over again maybe, but it's like I feel like all that information just would come out of me like so naturally, and I feel almost like also bulletproof, how I describe you as being kind of bulletproof with this preaching, and I feel like that too because I really do. I feel so conclusive when I see things that people will write. And on my Facebook, I mean, I have a long list of people, like of people always things that fuel a lot of things to for me to see their point of view and to feel in my heart and my mind, oh my gosh, that's so inconclusive. Why I have all these reasoning things that you say. So yeah, I feel like a little bit of a mimic of you, but it's perfect because there's so much fire, like so much ammunition to conclusive ammunition to retort back with,
Yeah. So you like that conclusiveness, huh?
Well, yeah, of course, because when it comes to a subject matter like this, everybody's easy, and they all think that they're right. They all think they know everything, or they think that what they've heard is, and it's so clearly very speculative. So to have something so conclusive in this, type of, when you're talking about God and these things, and to know that it's conclusive too, yeah, that's what could be better than that. So that's that's what you're constantly doing, always reconfirming and giving something, more and more truth where there is no holes in it. I always say that too to people, that when it comes to you, nobody can get in there and try to, like, there's never a moment where you're sitting there like, oh, I have no idea what to say, or oh, you got me, or that, never once seen that happen. And I feel like, that's very reconfirming of that level of, when you're never standing there like with your, I don't know.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, do you have this book too?
I'm not.
Chaitanya Bhagavat?
I have Chaitanya Charitamrita, a couple volumes of that. Yeah, I don't have that book, no.
Did Janaki send you the books, all the books, or?
She sent me a lot of books, well, right here, but I don't think I have that particular one. No, this is Srimad Bhagavatam. I don't have that one. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll probably send you that book too.
It was hard for me to see which book, Gorhari, because it was kind of shimmering in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Go forward a little bit. Yeah, there you go. I see Lalita's.
Yeah, Lalita's book. Yeah. I'll see if I can find that book on Amazon. I think I'll send it. I'll send you the microphone and a book. Yeah. Yeah, do you like this Chaitanya Bhagavat book? Do you like it?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Sure do,
We'll have you read it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Lalita, go ahead and read on a little bit.
Okay, thank you. In the eyes of the public, such a person may appear to be attracting the Lord's mercy by apparently performing some.
They don't know what is attracting the Lord's mercy. That's an important thing. They think it's something else other than it is, and that's the illusion. See, attracting the Lord's mercy is what you see here, is the ecstatic devotion. See, this devotion, our scriptures teach that. Our scriptures say it's the devotion that attracts Krishna. It's the only thing. Pure devotion is the only attractive thing. See, they think that they're attracting the Lord's mercy by doing Vaidhi principles and everything. A little bit, but nothing really substantial. This is how you attract the Lord's mercies, with pure prema, real love. And the only practical way to get this pure prema is through the devotees who have the pure prema. Otherwise, you're trying to get pure prema without having them. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get this loaf of bread. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to get that loaf of bread. Where is it? I don't know. I'm going to get a loaf of bread. How about, oh, I want to get a loaf of bread. Where is it? Oh, it's the devotees have a loaf. They'll give you a part of that, and then you'll get your loaf, man. You'll get a piece of the bread. Otherwise they got no bread, man. The bread is the devotion. Devotion is born of devotion. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Madhurya Kandabini. That's the book. See? Devotion is born of devotion. A candle lights a candle that's not lit. It's that simple. Why is there always this preaching of something else? An unlit candle. That's why I look at that guru. I'm looking, where's the symptoms that he's a lit candle? See, well, he appears to be attracting the mercy of the Lord because he can quote the verses like the wind, and he says conclusions, but they're not very up to standard, like we're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 type conclusions, worshiping the Lord with this prema, loving ecstasy. We get the real understanding. That's different than that. See, that's why I say, I don't see any appearance of the Lord's mercy or attracting the Lord's mercy. That's why he would need to come here to get the real mercy of the Lord, because even as a guru and sannyasi for his whole life and never had a cup of tea or coffee or wine or anything, we know more than him, because the real mercy is here and the real standard is here and the real way is here to get it. That's why you see, all the verses confirm it's here. Lord Caitanya teaches real religious principles, and that's not about this tasting, drinking wine ever in your life and all that stuff. Real religious principles through a low-class, fourth-class person. Our persons now, see, through fourth-class persons. See, and real religion, the real religious principle is find a devotee with devotion. That's it. Go in their association like Amy Rose. Listen attentively to them.
But that's just the danger, the eyes of the public. That is the danger, because that's what cultivates that whole situation of let me show how to be a devotee. Through the eyes of the public. So
the eyes of the public.
That's the problem. That's why it stays so alive, that nobody has the desire to go further, because everybody says, even when I was cleaning those toilets, they say, you are a great devotee. Only because I did what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So it all became so diluted and
See, Lord Caitanya has a new plan. He says he wants Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place to be the new eyes of the public.
Yeah, absolutely. See? Yeah. Yeah. Well,
that's mercy. Otherwise, what is the meaning of his mercy? Is to give these eyes to the public, but somebody's got to do it, man. If I was like, I guess I'm doing wrong, I guess I'm not supposed to show, well, then the old eyes of the public, is what they're showing. See, in the eyes of the public, they just propagate same old, what has always been done in religion. There's always been people quoting verses memorized and following rules and regulations and ceremonies and all that. That's been the eyes of the public. But here we're making this to be the eyes of the public. The eye of devotion becomes whatever a great man does, or great men and women do now, because we got a Sangha people, whatever these great people are doing, a common public, the commoners, the common public begins to also do. Because why not? It's better than the old way. The Great Reset, Lord Caitanya style. Not Klaus Schwab way. Yeah, go ahead there.
I like what Freddy says. One candle can lit unlimited other candles if they just come in line, and that's so simple. And
you just come in line, then the fire goes straight. The electricity is in this wire. It's a line. It's a live wire. It's plugged in all the way to the source of electricity. See, the others are like, they're dummy plugs. It's not, they're still dummies, they're not real. This is real.
So in the eyes of the public, such a person may appear to be attracting the Lord's mercy by apparently performing some devotional services. But factually, he is deprived of any actual spiritual ecstasy.
Yeah, this is the real, this is the real mercy, is the spiritual ecstasy, which gives us the Vedanta. And we check it, it's like automatic, because if you have the ecstasy, you look at the Vedanta, the revealed scriptures, and you get it, and you can explain it properly, because the Lord, it's actually the Lord explaining it if we're purified and hollowed out enough, we're via mediums, and the Lord is using us. But if you don't have ecstatic devotion, you cannot give a clear picture to the public even. They'll follow you because, they think, oh, austerities. Oh, this person never had any wine or coffee. He must be guru. Oh, he's got a nice big beard, and a sannyasi orange thing. Carries a big stick. Oh, he must be guru in the eyes of the public. See? So, in other words, those eyes are not very good. This should be the eyes of the public, the eye of devotion, the eye of the scriptures. See, great happiness to you. Oh, wow, ecstasy, ecstatic devotion. Let's make that the new eyes of the public, right there, Amy? Let's make these. Let's let the public get these eyes of bhakti, man. Man, let's flood them with tears, man. Yeah, let them see the real picture. In focus, not the out of focus thing.
Repeat. Mother Sachi, in whose womb the Supreme Lord, Gaura Chandra, appeared, was guilty of some offense committed previously against a saintly Vaishnava. The Lord.
Who was that? That
was against Advaita, I think.
Oh, read that again. I kind of spaced out. I was looking at TikTok for a second.
Mother Sachi, in whose womb the Supreme Lord Gaura Chandra appeared, was guilty of some offense committed previously against a saintly Vaishnava.
Yeah, she said, it's a playful thing.
It was
no real offense. It was out of love that she was offensive. And that the gopis and the residents are like that. Sometimes they seem to be very offensive. But she was angry that she lost one of her sons, took sannyas because of association with Advaita. And then she got angry because she says, even before that, Advaita, every time he paid obeisances to her, because she was pregnant, each time she had an abortion, just spontaneous abortion. So she said, my God, this Advaita is so inauspicious. But she had an abortion because they were all mundane children. It was very similar, like Devaki had all these mundane children. They were sages that were cursed. And that's what they were aborted like this and killed by Kamsa. So
they call it miscarriage.
Miscarriage, yeah.
But also, isn't Mother Sachi's offense due to just a little bit of material attachment, which is so natural?
No, not at all. Zero. She has zero material attachment. Zero. Yeah, because see, her attachment to Lord Caitanya is completely spiritual. That's the Vrindavan mood. In Vrindavan, they're very attached to Krishna. It almost seems, because it mirrors the attachment in the world for your babies and your children here, but it's completely spiritual and has a completely spiritual effect.
Well, I mean, like she offended Advaita because something he did, maybe, and she was materially attached.
No,
it was spiritually that she was attached.
She became mad angry because Advaita did what I said, paid obeisances, and she lost all these children. And then Advaita, or her son Vishwarup, associated with Advaita and took sannyas because he taught him the Bhagavatam, and he realized there wasn't a shred of reality in this material illusion, and he just renounced it and went to serve Krishna, completely renounced family and everything. And so she felt, it seems material, but it's completely spiritual. And the Lord wanted to teach. Yeah, he wanted to teach through this about offending devotees. So he used his mother to teach this. Even they said, well, she offended Advaita and all this. And I can't give her prema. So if that's true for his mother, which would not really, she would, because when you get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, that's it. You'll get through. You may even offend pure devotees, but he'll rectify it because, you've attained the goal. She's, but this is for others to know, like you won't get prema until you pay obeisances to prema devotees. That's why you'll see these guys that memorize the verses and they're gurus and they're good devotees and everything, but often they don't like the ecstatic devotees or they criticize them. And so like that person won't get this rasa that we have, but you get, but he won't get it unless he gives honor and respect to this worship. Because that would be a good test for the world to show the world if that guy gets him to come here and for him to do what he does. Because if he says, wow, you guys really have Krishna and all that, oh, he's got the mercy of the Lord. But if he goes, oh, what is this? You drink coffee and all that, there's no way you could be guru. Or you're not supposed to show this ecstasy. This is offensive. It's like showing a naked woman, and all that.
That one with you said he became mean to her. He started to kick me instead of kicking the ball. He started to kick me then, and I stopped the conversation because there's no use to continue. They become mean then.
That's the point. You see, the point is you preach inconclusively. See, because Lord Caitanya came to show these things that aren't usually shown on the Vaidhi level because people can't, and it is confidential. But he came to show that. And he gave the order to Nityananda and Advaita to show that. He gave the order to Gaura Haridas through Prabhupada and Krishna to show this level. See? And so these people react, but that's part of their purification because then the only way they can get it is through those who have been given this mercy. And it's, as far as I've seen so far, it's only Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace place. I haven't seen it in any other sanghas. So if you want rasa, if you want to be a rasic devotee, you have to give honor and respect to this preaching. But we're proving this is conclusive, showing everything that it's real. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I think I got to stop here because.
So I guess I projected onto when the mother has a child, like Mother Sachi to Lord Caitanya. Yeah. I projected it's a material thing. Advaita took, what I read was Advaita took him away, encouraged him away, and because of Mother Sachi's attachment, and I just assumed it was material that she offended Advaita.
Yeah. Well, you see, the material and spiritual operate the same thing, but one is based on purity and is very pleasing to Krishna. Lord Chaitanya is very pleased that Mother Sachi is so attached to him. He's very pleased, but he does, just like people are hypocrites here, he's also very transcendentally hypocritical. He acts like, oh, I'm not really pleased with Mother Sachi being attached. I'm not really pleased that the gopis offended, this and that and all that. But it's like, wow, inside he's thinking, wow, she's so attached to me. She loves me so much and she gets so angry if she can't say. See? But he shows something else because he's teaching these other people.
He's playing good cop, bad cop, like you do.
In one body, he plays good cop, bad cop.
Like drives you crazy, the dichotomy sometimes.
Oh yeah, no. This is the highest Leela, man. This is even the Vedas. It says even the Vedas can't understand Chaitanya Leela. It's extraordinary. That's why I preach Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in terms of the Leela of Lord Caitanya. Because otherwise it's harder. If you just look at, what Krishna demanded from Arjuna, and also Srimad Bhagavatam demands of you to become, that's why they preach the more the Vaidhi attaining level. So I preach those books in terms of the mercy of Lord Caitanya, and I show you how it's done. I show you, oh, look, Arjuna, just all he did was hear, these things, and he made it spiritual advancement. Oh, look at Shukadev Goswami's conversation with Maharaj Parikshit. He became enlightened in 7 days by hearing submissively the Bhagavatam from a realized soul. See the essence. Not like, well, look how many rules, you learn through the Bhagavatam, because the rules are in there too. See? And then we cut to the chase and say, oh man, we're even more lucky than Maharaj Parikshit was, because we're getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya, who wasn't manifest then. He gave a higher bhav to us than he gave to Maharaj Parikshit. Where do you hear that preaching? See, you only get what the devotee gives you. Well, Lord Caitanya wasn't manifest yet. We got that special ecstasy of Vrindavan. And more explained. I mean, there is rasa of Vrindavan there too, but not to the extent that Lord Caitanya came to just give as a gift lavishly upon us. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So anyway, Sachi is great. It's good, that's how we learned, we just go through it. Be real.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, TikTokers. Yeah, thank you, TikTokers. We'll play a song here for these people here. And thank you, TikTokers. I'm going to sign off here. 441 likes. That's what I like to see.
Can I say something, Guru Hari, while I got your attention?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
You left a microphone here. I can take a picture of it.
Yeah, take a picture, show it to me.
And see if you want to send that to Amy.
Oh, wow, you have that.
It's kind of a big thing.
It's a silver thing, right?
Yeah, I have to pull it out. It's right in the shed. I have to pull it out. I can take a picture and send it to you, and you can see if you want me to send that one.
Yeah.
I guess it still works.
Yeah, is the cord to it? Did you see the cord? Is it near?
I'll look.
Yeah, look for that. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is I don't know if that will work with her cell phone. That's the problem. It only works with the computer. Anyway, I'll talk to her about it. But you see if there's a cord to it that fits. But be careful. You got to put the right cord in there. Don't force it.
No.
It's a special cord. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, that's a very good microphone, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Here comes the sun. It's alright. Darling. Little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's all